I was drinking Yingling when I was in New Hampshire, and also I had to buy it at the time down in Massachusetts. And then when I was doing some testing, some FAA qualification tests, I would drive down to PA to Conshohocken, and one of the I don't know, like I believe it was a store. It just had all these different types of Yingling there. And what I would do after I did my tests, I would go and buy up stocks of beer because these stocks of Yingling was not readily available in New Hampshire. So I'll just load up my rental and then drive back up north to New Hampshire. And I would have house parties, but no one drank my beer. We had all the other local beer, but my Yingling was my precious beer. And some people, oh, can I have a Yingling? Oh, like, I'll give you one. I'll give you one. But you had porter, you had black and tan, you had the original Yingling, you had what was another one? There was one I think was called chocolate. I think it was a chocolate Yingling. That was very interesting. But oh, black and tan was my number one. You had the original where I started from, and then I went when I had the black and tan. I was done. Oh, that was good beer. And then when I went to other states, they didn't know what it was. They didn't know what it was.
My
But
favorite
that's all
beer,
right.
because of you, is always dark beer.
Yes.
Stout. We are not heavy drinkers or anything like that, but way before this water journey, we didn't pay much attention to what we were drinking. So if you guys want to share what is your favorite drink, we had a friend not too long ago who loves tequila. He was always talking about alcohol. He wanted to know the pH and acidic content of alcohol beverages. I do have some Disaronno Moreto, some tiny shot size that I bought for my birthday like a year and a half ago.
Well, yeah, we still have some of our hard liquor we've
But
had for
I don't drink it unless it's a very special occasion.
actually before we even moved here.
So what is your favorite beer, guys? I want to make sure I am following up with everyone's comments. Guys, you guys are awesome for being here. Thank you so much for investing the time to learn a little bit more about drinks.
Yes.
So hello to Baby84. Here sits Rob, Edix of Life. May Solano, welcome, welcome. User 113026. Lisa Woods, welcome. Hello, Bonita, Baltimore. Thank you for being here. The Green Table, awesome having you. Jabby Jam, Big D, Felita, and Colette. Hey, Colette, how are you?
Hello.
All right, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, so what this live is going to be is a combination of things. One is going to be a Q&A. The second part will be also I'm going to be recording this little setup here to pretty much do a tests to see the bigger question: what is the best bottled water? And is the water that you're drinking from the grocery stores really the best? Is it quality? Is your money buying what you're paying for? Are you getting what you're paying for? Well, I got some controversies up in here. So I will be conducting these three tests. And these three tests pretty much point out if the water that you drink is quality. And should you continue buying it? Or is it okay? Or is there something better? So far, what I've done, I've always felt that these bottles of water was a little too expensive for me. And I would use tap. Then, with all the stuff I started learning about tap, I started filtering my tap. And there were a couple of times I would buy specific bottled water. I used to do Fiji. Where's Fiji? I used to do Fiji a lot. And then it was just costing me a little bit too much. And then I went towards Voss. And I don't know, I've been hearing that a little bit from Hollywood. But what I liked about Voss was it was in glass. So what I would also do is I would buy the Voss, drink the Voss, and then I will repurpose the glass bottles. It was very nice and sleek, and it will fit in my cup holder. And I would make all these different drinks, alkaline forming foods type drinks. And then what else did I used to buy? I didn't buy soda because it messed me up when I was a kid, when I was in college.
Do you know what we used to drink a lot?
What?
Coconut water.
Oh yeah,
From a
coconut waters.
paper container.
Yeah, coconut waters at a time. It was good. Yeah, but also again, it started like racking up the dough, and I got to a point where I started going into a gravity filter to filter my tap water because the pure waters, I was making kombucha at the time, and I felt that the pure filters and the Brita filters was doing okay. Yeah, I took out some of the chlorine out of it and some little stuff here and there, but I had to change the filter every 3-4 months. So I got a gravity filter which would clean the water, and the stuff that I found, what was left behind. Oh, and that's when I used to live in Ohio. There was like this pink slime that was covering my ceramic filter. And I would have to clean my filter just to remove that pink slime. And I was like, this is what people are drinking. And then when I started going into this whole thing, and that's also when I discovered structured water. And once I started getting to structured water, I started seeing changes within me. But the most was changes in Evelyn. She didn't complain during the monthly cycles. And it was, for us guys, that is the biggest blessing in the world. Because when you're a woman during that time, all of a sudden it's like throwing a fit, or she's getting like cranky, angry at you.
Hey!
It's like you just put the coaster in the wrong place, and all of a sudden, bam!
Cool.
Coaster. You didn't put a cup on top of the coaster, or you didn't like make the bed right. All of a sudden,
Cool.
nothing big. So
Cool.
nothing big. So us guys, we know that our women go through a lot. They go through a lot. But then when I got into this whole structured water, the events that was going on with my babe, all of a sudden like was reduced, where she wasn't so angry, she wasn't so much in pain, and she wasn't so uncomfortable. It was beautiful. Us men, we know this. Ladies, I'm sorry that you have to go through it, but there is a few suggestions that will help decrease that situation. And I found structured water was the best. We used to do licorice roots. We used to do all these different little things to like help warm up the belly and all this. And with Evelyn, because of her mom, she would have me make this beautiful soup, and the beautiful soup helped out, especially when it made her feel better. And when we got into structured water, it was a game changer. So with all the bottles of water and the tap water we were drinking, we weren't getting the same effects. And the craziest part is we were going on and off with this water versus this water versus this water. And Evelyn was like, wow, this water is freaking amazing. So we went to structured water hands down. So let me do one little thing just to spice up your day. Yay. Cool? Like it, babe? Okay, so the best part is, what we're going to show you is what you're buying good, or is there something better? So that's what this whole thing is all about. So these are the most common brands that we normally buy in the grocery store. This is for kids, Nestle. Here we have what we were requested, Arrowhead. Then we got into Aquafina, which Aquafina is very, very, very common. You almost get it in a lot of your dispensers or vending machines. Here we have the famous Kirkland. And with Kirkland, um, there's a lot of people in California and multiple parts around the country that stack on Kirkland. And here in California, that's about 45 minutes away from us, is our local spring water. So we're going to test these bad boys. Okay, so let me do a recording. And of course, if you guys have questions, Evelyn will see if she can read some of those questions. And, or I can see it over
Do you
here.
want me to read them? You can give me the tablet. I'll read them.
Nicholas Water was first. Ooh. Alexa pour. Ooh, there's some comments up there.
Colette wants you to test a $25 bottle.
Oh, see, so Colette, because she's been in some of these lives, she's been talking about this one, this beauty right here. This is so far the most expensive water we've ever paid for. This is in glass. This still has the Euphoria seal. We still have the seal on this bad boy, and this is water for wellness. Nano purified or nano pure restructured hypooxygenated, which is very similar to structured water. It says it's restructured, but this bad boy, we got this over at Lazy Acres. You want to guess how much we paid for this? You want to guess? I'll speed up the suspense. We paid $13 for this 750 milliliters. It's not even a quarter a gallon, and it's already $13. Oh yeah. So
the store that we went to is called Lazy Acres,
oh, yeah.
and it's in a very high-end neighborhood. And the bottle that was bigger, I think it's about a quarter of a gallon, was $25.
It was 1.5 liters for $25.
$25? That's insane. And there are people that pay a lot of money for bottled water in Europe.
Yeah. So I kind of like, I don't follow him, but I do watch his videos. This water connoisseur guy, and he.
But don't worry, guys. No worry, guys. We got you. We have our own water connoisseur from our company. She is incredible. She's from Canada, and she's also having her education in Germany. So she's really up there. And she doesn't only approve our water, she actually has the same machines that we have. And she also has a beautiful store in Canada, just like we are promoting and helping you guys. She loves this water so much. So
yeah,
we have experts backing us up.
There's a lot of experts that specifies it. Like if you want to improve your health, they specifically say drink structured water, or they say electrolytes reduced water. It's pretty much the same. And as I continue on with these lives, and once I stop testing all these different waters, I will go into a better explanation of what structured water really is. I've already talked about how structured water you can actually find in nature. And also, I slightly described how it's being made in nature. And I briefly mentioned how it actually works with your body. And I believe I have enough research, but also a decent explanation where I can explain to a biochemist to a point, because we have a biochemist friend. With conversations, I believe I may have the verbiage and the understanding and description on how to explain how alkalized water, structured water, is able to do what it does in the body. But I'll go into further details when it gets to that point. Oh, and if Evelyn hasn't mentioned, and I possibly haven't mentioned, I am an aerospace engineer. And one of the things I do in my aerospace career is I do a lot of testing, especially when it comes to qualifying certain equipment that will be mounted onto an aircraft before it goes through flight test. So I do FAA testing. That's a very, very expensive, very, very detailed operation. It's millions and millions of dollars involved in testing aircraft equipment that gets installed into an airplane, especially if the airplane is already flying and you're about to change parts. There's a lot of testing that's involved. So I enjoy testing, but also I do a lot of designs and so on. But I'm not going to go through all my aerospace stuff. But yes, Ed.
But what's important about your credentials is not about the quality of the water, it's about the technology.
Yeah.
Because out of all the devices out there, as an aerospace engineer, he cannot be tricked. Like I could have been tricked myself because I don't know any better. But Manny has the credentials. He understands materials. He understands certifications. He understands technology. And I am more than happy to have Manny here in our page. It's my TikTok page, but I call it ours because, we're a team. He's my life partner. So I'm super thankful for his time and effort sharing with all of us. So you guys aren't easily tricked like I could have been. I would not know the difference between aluminum and titanium if it wasn't for this amazing man. Aluminum, titanium, steel would be the same.
Yeah, well, a lot of people just think, oh, it's just metal. But titanium is one of the very few metals that go into your body.
Can you real quick, if you guys don't mind, I have 8 people connected on TikTok. If you don't mind, somebody was asking about the machine price. So let me read to you real quick the prices in the chat because I want you guys to be with us. This is a very interactive live. So your place is trash says God loves you. That's beautiful. Colette, she wants a $25.
Yeah, the one cancer. Ooh.
3HO. Alexa Pure. I don't know what Alexa Pure is.
Alexa Pure.
Nichols Water was first. How much for the machine? Another one, $10. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, so, that was like, how much was this for you? We wish it was $10, but okay. Even for this, $10 is still like up there.
So going on the same line about the price of the machine, I think what you need to worry more about is the quality.
Yeah.
Because you can buy a crappy machine or device or system or filter for like what, $10. But if it's not safe for you, why would you even spend $10 on it?
Yes. Typically, what I like to use is the concept of a bicycle and a motorcycle. So if you found a bicycle for $2,000, is that cheap or is that expensive? You would say, man, that bicycle is expensive. It's $2,000 for a bicycle. But then when you found a motorcycle for $2,000, you'd be like, damn, that thing's cheap. So that's the difference. So same exact concept. We have, we got these 2 bottles of water. So you have this restructured bottled water, and then you have this alkaline water. Which one is expensive and which one is cheap? All right now that you see is water and water. But you hear alkaline water, and then you have structured water. So it's like, or restructured water. Then you're like, I haven't heard what restructured water is. I assume the restructured water is more expensive. But I know because of my experience that alkaline water is not cheap. And this one is about $4. But this one is $13. So you would think this is more expensive. It is more value. But that's why we want to test it in the future. Near future. But that's also why we test this, because in the same note, you have Nestle. Everyone buys Nestle. This is mad cheap. Then you have Arrowhead. A lot of people know about Arrowhead, but more people know about Nestle. But which one is more expensive? And then you have Aquafina. A lot of people know what Aquafina is, but this is fairly cheap. Then you have Carlsbad water. It's local brand. So it's like, is that more expensive? I haven't heard what Carlsbad is about. And then you have Kirkland. Everyone buys Kirkland, but it's also cheaper. So now you're going with, we're on the same plane. It's like, it's water. But I know you get more water here, but is this better quality? This is more expensive, but is it more quality? That's the whole thing. And then I have my structured water that I make in my kitchen. So you're like, okay, it's water. How much is the system? Do you know what the water is able to do? No. But how much is it? See? You think everyone is a bicycle or everything is a motorcycle. You don't know. But that's why we do these tests. Because you guys have been paying for this entire time. But you haven't asked. The first thing you normally ask is, how much is it? Yeah, I can pay $1 for this. There's no problem. I don't get a lot, but I can pay $1. This is 50 cents. Actually, it was more than 50 cents. But this is around 50 cents. I can afford this. I can drink this. What's the quality? I don't know. I just know the cost. That's it. That's the thing. That is the very thing. How much is your health worth? When you go to the hospital, do you negotiate the price? No. It's not like going to a car dealer and say, Mr. Doctor, I think my health is worth $20,000. No, he's going to charge you $30,000 to $50,000 because of all the things he has to use, all the equipment he has to use to analyze your blood. Oh, you're in pain? Well, here's your bill. But that's why you have health insurance. But this is my health insurance. This is one of them. So, and that's also why we're supposed to do our research. Because when we eat lots of fruits and vegetables, that's our insurance. But when you eat a lot of pizzas, hot dogs, cheesecakes, I love cheesecake, and all these other foods that you know is not healthy, well, you're actually reducing your health insurance because you're reducing your health. And all of a sudden you develop a dis-ease, and then you go to the hospital doesn't negotiate. They say, this is how much the doctor's time is worth. This is your medication. This is how much you have to pay. You have to use your insurance. You have to use your little co-pays here and there to try to get the best discount for your drugs. And how long do you use the drugs?
So that bottle that I see online for Ophora is 64 ounces.
64 ounces.
So that is a half a gallon.
Yeah.
And that was $25. So technically, I guess if you want to drink a gallon a day of the water, is $50.
$50.
And because a gallon is 128 ounces. So
yeah.
So basically, $50 a day to drink Ophora water.
I
was reading the website. It says beautiful things, but the thing is, guys, pull out my calculator right there. Pull it out.
Here?
Yeah. You got a calculator there.
All right, let me.
Or you're the numbers guy. You can do numbers in your head easily. So So $25 a day.
$25 a day.
In a month.
So let's put it like this. So $25. Then you have 10 days. That's $250. That's just 10 days. $250. You multiply that by 3. That's $750. $750 on 1 month.
$750 if you drink the Ophora water every day. If you drink a gallon, people say you're supposed to drink 8 glasses a day. No, sir. No. That's just a bare minimum. Dr. Corinne Allen, who is a brain specialist, she has the Brain Institute, where she helps patients with seizures and all these kind of conditions. She says that you have to drink your body weight in ounces. Yes. Some people say half your body weight in ounces.
When you're healthy.
But she says a half a gallon a day is the minimum a healthy person should be drinking. Yeah. And a lot of the issues and health concerns come from dehydration. And one of the biggest organs that are dehydrated first is your brain, because your brain is a high percentage of water.
Yeah, protein. Brain, and then also your skin. This is a nice little question. How many of y'all, especially during the cold days, buy moisturizer? You buy all those creams to put on your skin to moisten your skin.
Dry skin itches too.
Oh yeah, and it also cracks, especially in the cold. So outside, if the humidity is really, really, really low, you're also dehydrating yourself because the air is so dry. But have you noticed that you start using more creams, more moisturizers? Why? Because you're dehydrated. A lot of people don't know that. They don't think about that. Everything is based around water. That's why a lot of cities are always developed right next to water. Think about that.
All right, so are we ready to start with the testing?
Yeah, I've been ranting this entire time, so.
No. It's not writing. It's just making sure that we are interacting with you guys. I want to make sure if anyone has a question.
So I have to say, that one cancer, that is a very interesting name. I assume you do a lot of research on cancer, or?
No, we don't talk about the subject in the office.
No, that's her name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that one cancer.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's wrap up the questions so many can start with the testing. Exactly. We're paying for our health. That water, invest in your health. Just get the machine. Thank you, Colette. I cannot wait to see Colette's videos. Colette, when you get your machine ready to go, please make videos. If you don't mind.
We'll teach you.
Make videos of yourself when you get the machine, the unboxing, connecting it, getting your hands dirty. That would be so beautiful for people to see on her TikTok. Guys, follow Colette Thomas 307. She's here if she doesn't mind. Follow her so you can see her journey once her machine arrives. We're excited about her journey. So it's going to be really, really awesome. So you guys can see it. We met Colette about 2 weeks ago here on TikTok. And she is God sent because she saw our live. We've been talking back and forth almost every day. So we're super excited for her family, her auntie, her daughter, everyone in her family to drink this amazing water that we've been drinking for 8 years ourselves, and we love it.
Okay, so now I'm going to do the little intro because I'm going to be making the edited version of these videos, and I'm going to be putting it on my TikTok as well as Evelyn's TikTok.
But you guys get first dips, and you guys get to see it live. That's a big difference.
You're seeing the making
Other people had to wait for whenever we got time to post it, but you guys get to find out first. Now, this water, Carlsbad, it's a very well-known brand here in South California. Carlsbad is a town located maybe like an hour away from
45 minutes.
San Diego.
Carlsbad,
And they pride themselves to have the most beautiful, alkaline water.
Yeah, they call themselves alkaline.
And, we went to the facility ourselves. We grab a sample, we test it out. You'll find out.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, so let's begin the test. Okay, let me do the recording real quick. So here we have before our very eyes the local brands of water that we normally buy from a grocery store and also with a local brand. Here we have Nestle. Here we have Arrowhead, a request. We have Aquafina. We have Carlsbad alkaline water. And we also have one of the most common in California, Kirkland. So that's one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to test these waters with 3 tests. One dealing with minerals, the other one with alkalinity, and the other one, the most important of them all, is these waters, do they have antioxidants or oxidation? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to test the minerals because we were taught that drinking water with minerals is healthy for us. If you probably don't know this or you haven't noticed. When we drink spring water that have minerals, everything is good. But when we drink reverse osmosis, purified, distilled, vapor distilled water, it's pure H2O. And when we drink pure H2O with no minerals, it demineralizes the body. That's why RO systems now have remineralization cartridges to put the minerals back into the reverse osmosis pure H2O waters so it's good for us or better. So let me do it, explain and also record at the same time. here we go. And so here we have this little light meter. What it's going to do is, if there's minerals in these waters, it will turn this light on. And if it doesn't have much on minerals or it has no minerals, it will not turn the light on. Now nature has minerals in it. Here we have a lemon. When I pierce this lemon, the water that has minerals will turn on the light, as you can see. I am also very conductive. I have water that has minerals because the foods I eat have minerals. But when I go to my structured water, it too has minerals. Now, let's see if these bottles of waters have minerals. The first one we're going to test is Nestle. There's very, very, very low of minerals in Nestle. Here we got Arrowhead. It lights up. Nice, very nice. And here we have Aquafina. Oh, all right, all right. Here we have a local brand, Carlsbad. Ooh, okay, not much on minerals, not much on minerals. And here we have Kirkland. Very low on minerals. It's also purified, so I don't think it has much on minerals at all. That was nice and quick.
Why you didn't test our water?
I did. That was the first thing I tested.
Oh, sorry, I was busy checking on everything.
So with structured water, so out of the 5 or 6 technically, we have the structured water that did light up, and the Arrowhead did light up as well.
You should record that as a cute little summary for the part 1.
No, I'll do that at the very end.
Okay.
So Nestle, Aquafina, our local spring water that's in Carlsbad, it's local, man. And then you got Kirkland's purified water. Obviously, it doesn't have much on minerals because it's pure H2O. So now we're going to go to the next test.
I need to remove this, guys, because on the
During the
Facebook, give me 1 second, guys. Can you give me the essential? No, TikTok fam is fine. This is for the Facebook and
I can
YouTube.
put it in here.
Yes, these guys are. Do you mind if I make this?
No, I don't mind.
Okay, I want to make sure.
It's about you
that-
guys. It's all about you.
It's just because.
And about you
that's
guys.
the angle where the
You
camera's
guys.
at.
You guys.
Beautiful. I'll remove the liquid death ones out of the shot. Can you?
No,
remove them?
just leave the depth in there. Is it blocking that much?
Yeah. I need
Let
to see
me push it then.
all the way out.
It's just a lot of waters here. So we have
That's fine. Yeah.
we have a lot of water. We have a lot of water.
So let me move the camera so our TikTok friends can see. Yeah, we have a lot of brands there.
I think
have
we
so many
have
brands
more
there, too.
brands than a grocery store right now.
No.
Because we still got some on the floor.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now I can move this. So what do you guys think so far with the light test? Cool, huh? And that's the fun test. Let me see. All right. So here we have, we're gonna test. So let me go with this. I need a little bit more. Just need a T-bit. I'll just measure to, because all these guys got good amount of
What
water.
are the two in the front?
Oh, because it's the structural water, babe. The 9.5.
What you got two?
Oh, well, one is gonna be for the pH, and this one's gonna be for the ORP.
Have one sample in front of the bottle at a time, because that could be confusing, because if I'm looking at the video for the first time, it's gonna
Okay.
make me think it's Kirkland. Put it right in front of the blue bottle.
All right.
That's super, super important.
All right. Let me see what it looks like on the screen. Move.
We have so many brands of water here, guys. We might need to get a bigger spot. Better. That's perfect. That's super perfect. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So it looks like it's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So this will be the next test. So, oh yeah, I should explain what I'm going to do. So this is the ORP meter. What this device does, it measures the antioxidants and the oxidation of the liquids. And what I'm going to do is, also I'm going to record it, but I'm going to, let me see. Let me turn this bad boy on. So actually, this will be better for you guys because you'll get to see what's really going on and what is. So I'm gonna show you guys first. So right here is calibration, and here I have my water. Go ahead and look at this, babe.
Positive. Okay, negative. 90 is going up. Hold 1 second. Up and down 100.
It's definitely much higher now.
Negative 350. Oh,
Mhm.
it's going up. Hold on 1 second. Hold it there.
Yeah, there's more water in it. That's why.
Up and down. Negative 200. Negative 400.
Yep. Okay, so what you guys are going to see the values real quick. So here we have Nestle.
That's a positive 100. 1 second, moving. 200. Positive 200.
Positive 200.
Yeah.
So you have Arrowhead, which is a
Positive 240-ish.
okay,
48.
which is fine. And then you have Aquafina, that is
a positive 220-ish, something. 246.
It's a positive number.
Jumping up and down.
Here we have Carlsbad, and that reads at
positive 258.
Yep. And just to bring it back to structured, and this is at negative 100. Well, it doesn't have enough water. You have negative 300, so you have the negative spectrum. And then when I go to purified Kirkland water, you have a number of
positive 200.
See? So these waters, and I'm also noticing that it reads better with more water in it. So that just also means I just gotta drink more water when I go to the next test. So what you're seeing is these bottles of water that you get from the grocery stores are actually oxidative. And what that really means is when you drink these waters, it's accelerating your age. Because when you eat your processed foods, your processed waters, and your meats and stuff, they are oxidative. And what that means is it's building up free radicals in your body, which also increases inflammation. When you increase your inflammation, that's where your body starts leading towards dis-ease. But our doctors will also tell us eat healthier, meaning eat more fruits and vegetables. Why? Because fruits and vegetables have antioxidants. But the caveat is when you eat your fruits and vegetables, have you guys noticed that your fruits and vegetables have something in common in parallel to your processed foods? No? Your fruits and vegetables have water in them, where your processed foods does not have any water in them. You have even your pickled foods, such as pickles, olives, sauerkraut, kimchi. they're alkaline forming for the body, and they are prebiotics, and they have water in them. But when you go towards potato chips, meat, cheese, pastries, breads, pastas, they don't have any bread. And when you eat them, they're acid forming. And they have a lot of oxidation, a lot of free radicals. So when you drink structured water that has antioxidants, that balances you out. Ain't that beautiful? You can eat more fruits and vegetables and drink structured water like we do at home here. Or you can drink this if you don't like eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. Or you can make smoothies with this water and combine them together. And it jacks up the antioxidants. It's beautiful. Beautiful. We even make almond milk, walnut milk, pecan milk that has antioxidants. Our coffee, our tea, boom. But when you go with these type of waters that are very oxidative, they're at the positive 200s, that also takes away the antioxidants. If it's a very small number of antioxidants, like negative 20, that positive 200 sucks it up. Cool, huh? Well, your guys are getting a better picture, right? So that's why when you drink these types of waters, how does it affect your body? That's why we do these tests. That's why for me, this is the most important test.
The easiest way we found out to explain it is this alkaline water acid forming in your body?
Oh, yes.
Because all these bottled waters that call themselves alkaline, like you already know, they have added stuff in it. But when you drink it, it's acid forming. What you want is real. What we have is alkalized water. So
yes.
we add no minerals. It's just the filters and our medical ionizer. And
yes.
once it's in the body, it stays alkaline. It's
yes.
alkaline forming.
And this is, and I will eventually make a test that will better explain the concept on how alkaline water affects the stomach acid and how the stomach acid affects alkaline water. So it has a better understanding, because there are some people that believe that alkaline water is crap. And I would have to tell them, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
But it's
alkaline water is crap.
It's talking about bottled water that has been filtered, distilled, reverse osmosis, and then they add sodium bicarbonate to fake alkaline. That's what they do. Okay? So a lot of people are buying alkaline water from the stores, and they're telling me, feels okay. Some people are like, yeah, it feels good. But they don't understand what's the big deal when we're talking to them about our water. So that's what we...
And that's why, if you guys been staying this entire time, that's the whole thing. That's the education. You guys are now learning how to crack the code. You guys are going to be water hackers. Hackers. Okay? Yes, I love this stuff. Okay, so now let me do the recording so I can do this real quick. Because, like, again, I'm doing the edited version, and you guys can always look at the edited version as well. All right.
I want to do today's Manny's hair, special hair.
I'm just playing with it. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Here we have an ORP meter. What this device does, it measures the antioxidants and the oxidation of the liquids before us. Now, if it's a positive number, it is oxidative, meaning it accelerates your age. It leads you closer to dis-ease. But if it's a negative number, it has antioxidants, which is getting you further away from dis-ease. So what we're trying to do here is get as much antioxidants in our bodies so we can feel healthier and be better and more full of energy. So let's measure these waters before us. All right. And
I'll check. Oh yeah, that's about your phone only.
Okay. I'm gonna record it.
And remember, the water, you got it.
Yes. So here we have Nestle. We got a positive number. Here we have Arrowhead, and that is a positive number. And here we have Aquafina, and that is a positive number. And here we have our local brand of spring water, which is Carlsbad, and that is a positive number. And here we have Kirkland, which is very common here in California, and that is too a positive number. But then we go to the water that I make in my kitchen, and that bad boy is a negative number. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful, beautiful. And off.
Now the pH is the most exciting test.
So with a lot of other people, a lot of people love the pH test because we get into rainbow colors. Ooh, my camera's just recording on me. Okay, so I'll go to the next test, which is going to be the interesting side. All right, and then we got Sonny over here, and then we got Kirkland over here, and then I need another. Do we have any more empty glasses?
Let me see. How many you need?
I just need one. As Evelyn is helping me out, I'm going to drink some structured water with a crystal and amethyst inside.
I have one of the new ones I got. Is that okay?
Ah.
Clear.
What's up? Yeah, just as long as it's clear. So, some people, they are quite savvy on this concept where drinking water with crystals in the water. So there's a twofer in there. So when you have a crystal in your glass bottle, your water takes on some of the minerals from the crystal. And then you consume that mineral and it does glorious things. The second part is when you, if you don't know this, crystals emit a particular frequency, hence the color. Because they emit a particular frequency, that frequency is being absorbed into the water. That particular frequency that's already been translated into the water, when you consume that, you're absorbing that frequency. There are multiple practices, such as Sofuego frequencies, some radio frequencies, not in sound, but what is it called? It's like electrical probes onto your body that sends particular frequencies into your body. It's basically electricity that's being sent into your body in a specific frequency. And then you have frequencies from, then you have frequencies from words that you have on your containers. Here we have this beautiful bottle that Evelyn bought. It says in big letters, gratitude. And based on, where's the hidden messages of water? Where's that book?
You know, man, I gotta start billing you because
Billing me?
I'm
Come
your
on.
behind
working it out.
the scenes, your
Here,
camera
go.
lady, your
Let me show
water
this bottle.
lady.
So check this out.
I'm just bringing some humor.
Evelyn also bought this bottle, and what it says over here is, what was it? Hope of the Manano. What? Got love, gratitude, compassion, forgiveness.
It's a Hawaiian word.
So-
I don't know how to say it.
Hapapapanamamama.
Something like that, but be respectful.
But when you have certain words on your bottles, even the words have a particular frequency, and that gets translated into the water. And when you consume that, a bottle full of hope, your body sees that hopeful water going into its body, and then it actually helps to decrease some of the stress in your body. It's crazy stuff. If you ever get the chance to read, oh, thank you, babe. If you ever get the chance, I appreciate you, babe. If you ever get the chance to pick up this book, woo! I'm gonna make a video. Actually, it's gonna be a YouTube video. If you get the chance to look at this book, this will be
Life changing.
it will open up one of the puzzles in your mind. It will open up one of the puzzles in your mind. Because I'll put it in quick summary. Your thoughts has a particular frequency that triggers a particular emotion. That emotion responds to your body. And because your body is an antenna, that emotion also emanates, meaning other people around you are able to pick up what you're feeling. So when you look at somebody who's super happy, I mean, even their body moves differently when they're happy, and that other person's looking at them all happy. What do? They smile and say, man, that guy's a happy guy. But then when you see someone who's just sad because they're going through sad thoughts, their body starts to feel the depression, and then the body reacts to that depression, and they just walk around moping. People will know that guy's depressed. Or, and now this is a self-defense thing. This is what we learned from our self-defense. When you have someone with like almost like crazy eyes, they're having those murderous like intent in their eyes. They're like, their bodies change because the way they're thinking is being translated into their bodies, and they're having this energy that's being projected, and their body is moving in particular to that energy. And then when people pick it up, they're like, oh my God, I gotta stay away from that guy because he's gonna do something crazy. He's gonna do something crazy. We all may have not noticed, but we all have noticed it. This stuff is very, very, very powerful when you start to understand it, when you start picking up on it. Because we do this instinctively. But once you start to understand the instinction of these type of things, it helps you to elevate. Because if you know you're having a lot of these negative thoughts and you're having this dis-ease, think about or try to figure out, what am I thinking throughout the day? What stressful events am I going through today, yesterday, the day before, tomorrow? When you start understanding your thoughts, then you get to find out this is how your body is feeling. So if you're happy, you probably don't have a lot of dis-ease. But if you're going through a dis-ease, what are you thinking today? What were you thinking yesterday? What were you thinking 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago? Because even those negative thoughts tell you what type of foods you eat. It's all a circle. It all comes back around. That's also why I try to do this. It's like all your changes start with you. All your changes start with you. And when you start to learn these type of things, these are just small things. But these small things keep on piling up. And then when you start to realize, like when your water, and that's the craziest part. When I changed my water, a lot of things changed. My thoughts started to change. The way I felt started to change. I started being inspired to do all these different tests. And the craziest part is when you start doing all these little research, all of a sudden you're inspiring to a little piece of the information, and you start diving into the little piece of information, and you dive deeper and deeper and deeper. Welcome to Alice in Wonderland. Welcome to Alice in Wonderland here. Because I've been in Wonderland for quite some time. In a sense of, I'm getting out of the Wonderland. And some people have been talking about the Matrix. We can get deep. But let me bring it back to the surface, because a lot of us are here on the surface, and some people actually know what's going on behind. But some of us also know what's going on in the front. And when you start to know what's going on in the front, what's behind the scenes, and what's behind the scenes, then you're able to see the big picture. And that's the hard part. So that's why I kind of go with the simple stuff first, because once you start changing the simple things, then you start getting into these other things, and then you get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And oh, it's awesome, because you get to change. And then when you change, your family starts to see the change, and then they also get inspired to change. And then when your family is changing, your friends are changing, then your environment starts to change, and then your society can possibly change. And the biggest thing I'm trying to change is compassion. We need more compassion. We need more love in our life. And that starts with our inner love. Okay. The price of that book went up. Really? The price of this book went up? Charlotte, thank you for looking to that. Wow. 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 That's cool. Pour your water and add something to change the pH and see if it holds up. Yes, I'll do that too. Ooh, yes, I'll do that. Okay, so now let's go with the Carlsbad, and we'll go with here. I'm just going on a whole rant. I apologize. Okay, let me see if I can get these guys together. Okay, try to see if I can make space for the Carlsbad. And then my water on the side. We get Carlsbad in here. Okay. And let's see if we can get my thing moving. Okay. All right. Okay. Then we got a little pH test. Okay. Thank you guys for your patience. You guys are awesome. Okay, here we go. So the next test is the pH test. And hopefully I got most of these waters. Nope. I need to back it up more.
Let me move the camera then. Or you're talking about your own phone?
Because right now I see Arrowhead, I see this. Let me see if I can move this back.
No. You stay there.
No. I gotta move this back.
I got you.
You got me, babe?
I got you. Look at that.
Okay.
How about that?
Let me see. And turn it, clock it this way. Hold. Let me see if I can. Oh. There we go. All right. We got a small adjustment this way. Let me see. No. That way. Wait. Go a little bit this way. Just a little bit. There we go. Perfect.
Is that good? You want me to back up an inch?
No.
That's perfect.
It's
okay.
good. It's good. All right. Let me do it one more time. So here we're going to do the pH test. Now, if it's yellow, it is acidic. If it's green, it is neutral. If it's blue, then it's alkaline. And if it's purple, it is super alkaline. So let's test these bad boys out. Woo. I need to do that one thing. I gotta pour these waters.
The good thing about you guys being live is that you get to see him doing it while he's recording. And you guys see there's no tricks. Everything is done right in front of you.
And the reason why I don't fill it up with a lot of water is because I do this test a number of times. Oh, I already got that. And I want to make sure that I don't do any cross-contamination. So I always pour it out. I never pour it back in, especially after this test. And you'll see why. All right, so let's do that one more time. So let's do the pH test for these bad boys. Here we got Nestle.
Thank you so much for the rose and the gift, Phil's Roberts. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Colette, that book should never be that much. Let me see how much it is. Yeah, Colette found the book for like $72. Are you recording yourself right now?
Ooh, yeah.
I'll stay quiet. I'm so sorry.
So check out the pH of these bad boys. Here we have Nestle that's at a neutral. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Here we have Nestle that is a neutral. It's green. Here we have Arrowhead, which is a blue. Here we have Aquafina that is yellow. Ew. Acid. Here we have Kirkland, which is about a greenish, yeah, a little bit of blue, a little tint of blue. And here we have Carlsbad that claims that they are alkaline. It's actually neutral. And here we got the Beauty, the structured water that is a beautiful purple. Boom.
That is amazing.
Okay,
That is beautiful. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm trying to keep myself quiet so he can record. That is, guys, can you see it?
Pronounce freely.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to savage that.
No, but this is the cool part. So you guys got to see the normal brands of water, and the craziest part is this is alkaline water. This is our local alkaline water brand that's like 45 minutes away from us, and they're neutral. That part still gets me. But Nestle is neutral. Arrowhead is blue. It's almost like tap water. And here we have Aquafina, that's an acid. Now think about it this way. Aquafina is an acid in plastic. Now acid eats plastic. So most likely you have like a nice sharp taste. That's because you're tasting plastic. And if your taste buds are sensitive enough, then you'll notice that you're tasting plastic. And here we have neutral. So I'm actually surprised that this is neutral. Because this is purified water.
I have to stop you.
Or with minerals added.
On my phone, on my TikTok phone, I can see you guys seeing the whole table, but on my tablet, it looks like you guys cannot see all the tests. You see how far the phone goes like that? Right here?
Oh, guys, because of different camera.
Guys, I want to make sure you can see. My apologies. Let me move it back a little bit to make extra sure if anyone is watching in a tablet. I did not realize that would mean something. Oh,
because the phone is a wider screen, and the tablet is not as wide. It's not as long.
Back up a little bit extra. You'll see a little halo light there.
Oh,
thank you guys so much for your patience. Okay, my apologies.
Okay, so let me do a little quick summary for the record.
Yeah, let me record you with this real quick. Give me a second. I need more cameras. We're recording with mobile camera, guys, because it's easier to edit.
Yes. So I know there was some comments there, but this is cool. This is cool. You guys get to see like a bit of a range of colors.
Go for it.
Of course, you're not getting any orange, but you're getting neutral. You got a little bit of alkalinity. You got a little bit more alkaline. You got acid. You got neutral, and you got alkaline. Now, there was a comment. How does your alkalinity hold up? So, that'd be a good test. Okay, so check this out. Let me go with the source. And what I will do, do I have more Aquafina? Only from here, right? Yeah. So let me see. What? Oh, I'll do it like this. See how it holds up.
Let me
Okay.
take a picture of you real quick
Sure.
so we can use it because that's a beautiful. I love those colors. Like I said, you guys are working with us behind the scenes.
Okay, so here's the little holdup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the acid water. Oh no, I'm going to take Aquafina, that's an acid, and I'm going to pour it in here and see if it does anything. It doesn't do much. Now, this is me pouring the alkaline into the acid. Boom. Cool, huh? And then we have, this one is not that alkaline. I just made it more alkaline. Here we got neutral, more alkaline. Here we got a little bit more alkaline. And this one is already blue. We made it darker blue. So, even though this had some Aquafina in here, I made the Aquafina more alkaline with my structured water here. And how are these guys responding? This one is getting a little bit lighter blue. This one is going a little bit lighter blue, but this one is still retaining the dark blue. This one is still retaining the dark blue. This is retaining the dark blue. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So when you drink structured water, even though you've been drinking these waters, this structured water will alkaline your body, meaning it will alkaline your body with electrons, with antioxidants, no chemicals. And so you guys may be wondering, why am I keep calling this structured water? The most important part is this. And this is why it's called structured water. What structured water really is water that have electrons. Water that has been actually structured into a hexagon. Because the water molecules went through electrolysis, technically the water was electrocuted and it broke up the water molecules. Meaning that when we drink our tap water, when we drink our bottled water, the water molecules are actually in clumps. So you can think about it as water molecules on a grapevine. So you have your grapes on a grapevine, it's a cluster of grapes. Now, when it goes through electricity, you're actually breaking up the grapes from the grapevine. So toss away the grapevine, and you have all these individual grapes. Now, these individual grapes actually start to form a hexagon. And these hexagons are actually very, very tiny, and because they're individual water molecules, it actually gets absorbed into the body with ease. Meaning that when you're trying to absorb, or your cell is trying to absorb a grapevine, it doesn't really go into the cell. But when you have a single grape, it gets absorbed into the cell. So, like I mentioned, structured water is water with electrons. But did you know that inside our cells is also structured water? Meaning the water in our cells also have water with electrons, and the electrons power the mitochondria, hence the energy. And when you have free radicals that are trying to neutralize themselves because they're positive charge, they actually take the antioxidants and neutralize. But if there's not a lot of antioxidants, then it goes to the cell, it takes the electrons from the cell, and it starts to damage the cells. Hence, you're aging faster. So when your cells get damaged, and you have a cluster of cells that get damaged, and they start to divide, meaning divided damaged cells, those are tumor cells. And when you have a combination of these tumor cells, that leads towards tumors. And then when it gets too big, then it leads towards cancer. So diet, meaning you are what you eat, makes a big difference. It's one of the biggest contributions to your body. It's what you eat. You are what you eat. And because of this whole water thing, you could lead a horse to the lake, or you can lead the horse to water, but you can't force it to
drink it.
exactly. So we had to learn this stuff first. So we started drinking the lake or the moving lake or moving river, and it's done wonders. And I'm actually surprised that this book went up in price. No.
I have to check with Colette.
Yeah.
I found some I don't know what book, because she said it was $70, and the book that we have is not $70.
Yes, but we also bought it. I think we bought this from Edgar Casey. I think.
Okay, so.
But we'll look into that.
On Amazon, you can find it from $18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. That means that you can probably share that with Colette, and she can buy that book too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, that didn't fit.
Well, we bought it directly from a bookstore.
Did we?
I think so. I think it was, yes.
I thought it was from Edgar Casey.
Edgar Casey has a bookstore.
Yeah. So.
A bookshop.
Yeah. So these are when I started going down this path, just the simple things like if you guys get the chance to look up alkaline versus acidic foods, look at that list. You'll see a collection of foods that are alkaline, and you'll see a collection of foods that are acidic forming. And the acid forming and the alkaline forming versus the acid forming foods will hopefully start to paint a picture. You'll start to see a pattern. And when you start diving deeper into these type of things, it's slowly going to unplug you. Because when you start looking into parasites, you start looking into nightshade vegetables, you start looking into high fructose corn syrup, you start looking into citric acid, you start looking into all these different ingredients that we have in our foods, and you'll start to discover what the hell is up with that. And then when you start discovering one crazy one, because I have it on my TikTok, sun gazing. I don't know how the rumor started, but sun gazing, like the rumor was, if you look into the sun, you will go blind. How did that start? Our parents told us, don't look into the sun because you'll go blind. Or our friends would tell us, don't look at the sun, we'll go blind. But when you look into the sun, you don't go blind. And when you sun gaze, if you look up the benefits of sun gazing, you'll start to see if you have all these benefits from sun gazing, just looking into the sun, how did the rumor of don't look into the sun start? And then if you look at my TikTok, water fasting. A lot of people water fast. Way back in the day, it was a normal thing. Just look at the Muslims. They do their Ramadan. They do dry fasting during the day during Ramadan. But there are a lot of practices. Jesus, Gandhi, a lot of religious leaders have done water fasting for spiritual purposes. But why? Even our doctors have said you have to do a water fast or a dry fast before your operation. But we've been taught to eat all the time. Why? Why? These are the seeds that I'm planting into your minds. Why do we eat 3 times a day? Then all of a sudden you got intermittent fasting, all the health benefits of intermittent fasting. But we were taught to eat 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Why? Just a simple question, why? So, I could keep going. So hopefully you guys have picked up a little something. Are there any questions? My tablet's gone.
No, last time I was checking. I was on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Seeing if anyone had questions.
I know there's a number of comments.
We're beautiful. So that's everything.
Okay. So the cost of the system that we have in our homes, if you have any further questions, please contact. You guys are already on the live of Hydration Angel. Go ahead and ask her. Follow her. Ask her questions. Ask her as many questions as you can. If you want to get to know or if you have any specific questions for me, yep, she's showing you the Instagram. Yep.
So you guys can do a screenshot if you want to talk more.
And if you guys want to ask me any questions, especially like anything health related, energy, and other crazy stuff, you can always contact me, the Alkalized Man, on my TikTok. So far that I know of, I'm the only one that exists. So that's a good sign. And also, I comment a lot on her videos. If you don't find me, and I enjoy questions because there's a lot of things that we don't know. There's a lot of things I tap into, but I also listen to a lot of people too. And the cool part is I'm able to explain it, or I'm able to understand your question, and I can help explain it or point you to the right direction. One of the two. So I like to help as many people as I can, especially this year, because there's a lot of things that's going on in our society, and there's some people who are afraid, and I want to give them the tools to no longer be afraid and to allow them to express their inner love, and also to decrease that fear so they can have more love for themselves, to help themselves, to help their family, society, and so on and so forth. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. We're honored that you have spent some time with us tonight. You stay healthy and be an alkalized human. Till then, have a beautiful evening.
And thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna follow you back. Have a beautiful one. Let's chat. If you have any more questions, namaste. Thank you, Facebook fam and YouTube. Have a beautiful evening, guys.